A very warm welcome to everyone. I hope everyone is keeping well and is all set to start the semester. My name is Jayashri Damala, and I will be your recitation instructor for CS170, which is Computer Applications Business. I am a master's student at the Rutgers University pursuing computer science, and I hope that this will be a fun synchronous environment experience. So, with me being your recitation instructor, my office hours is on Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. and lab support is on Monday from 12 to 2 p.m. So, please feel free to reach out to me during these hours. I will meet you all face to face probably in the future, but for now, I think it is going to be virtual. But please feel free to email me with any questions and doubts. I will try to revert back as soon as I can. The details of my lab hours, the office hours, along with my email is given in the document which I have published on Canvas. So please make sure to check Canvas regularly for any materials, announcements, because that is where all the content is going to be. So with the asynchronous environment, it is going to be a bit challenging to interact and get to know each other. But I'll be putting Google Forms, feedback forms, and links and quizzes. So, I could know you guys better, but also it will help me keep a tab on the attendance also. All right, so now let's start with our first class. I will share my screen. 70, this is our first recitation, which is Introduction to Canvas and Rutgers Email Services. And our agenda for today's class is going to be Introduction, moving on to Rutgers Email Services, then Scarlet Apps, where we'll be seeing Google Docs and Google Drive, Canvas, and how to upload to Canvas. Introduction. So, my name is Jashi Damala and I am from Mumbai, India. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in computer engineering, and currently I'm pursuing computer science at the Rutgers University. My research interests are in the domain of machine learning. So that's about me. I would love to know you guys too. So there is a form that I have sent a link for. Click on the form. It just has few basic questions. Ask me your name and where you're from. Also, if you like coding or you don't like coding, because this is a CS subject and programming is important. So I'd like to know these few things about you. So please make sure to fill the form. Now, moving on to the Rutgers email services. So it is important that all the students have their emails listed on the Canvas because all the TAs, the course instructors, and the recitation instructors will be using those emails to communicate. So it is absolutely important to make sure that the emails are activated. The class communications which are sent through Canvas are which are on Canvas are sent to these email addresses. In case there is any student who does not have an email associated with Canvas, then please go onto the link which is mentioned over here. When you click on the link, it will open up a page like this. And if you can see the left bottom, it says manage email addresses. You can click on that and then you can just enter your email address and within 24 hours, sorry, it would be updated in the system. So I think it'll be good to go, but make sure that this work is done. So that is about the email. Moving on, we have the Scarlet apps. So Scarlet apps is basically a platform wherein you get all the education resources. This is done by Rutgers by collaborating with Google. So today in Scarlet apps, we'll be looking into Google Drive and Google Docs. So let's see how to access Scarlet apps and use Google Drive and Google Docs. The link is provided here. When you open this link, it will take you to this page. If you're a new user, please click on the button which says Activate Scarlet Apps. In this button, after clicking the button, it will redirect you to a page where you have to do login using your net ID and password. It did not ask me, but because I was already logged in. I have these services already activated, but if you don't, then just check these boxes and click on activate services, and it should be done. So this is how you will activate your services on Scarlet apps. So let's come back to this page over here. If you go down, you can see docs. You just click on access docs, and it will take you to Google Drive. So this Google Drive is yours. Right now you can see my Google Drive. Over here, I have just one folder. So let's, try and explore the drive and the documents. We will first create two folders. So you can go on new, click on folder, and then give it a name, folder one. So that's how easy it is to create a folder on the drive. Let's try and create another folder. So we go on new, click on folder, and name it folder 2. So this is how we have created two folders on our drive. Now, if we want Google Docs, then you can see these 8 dots over here. Just click on those 8 dots and select Docs. If you select Docs, it will take you to Google Docs website. Over here, you can just click on the blank option. When you click on it, you will get a blank document. In this blank document, let's just put our information like name. So I'll just write my name, then put your email address. I would actually request everyone to, if possible, like do this along with me, because then you'll get a hang of it and it'll be really easy. It'll be great if you could, even like after listening to the lecture, if you want to try it out, because if you practice it, then you'll get used to using these apps. So yeah, I've put some content on my document, my name, my email, and I can also put with section. This is section 4 and 6 I'm teaching. So I have put some information, and if you see over here, you will not find any save option. So you don't have to worry about saving in Google Docs because it's completely on the cloud. So the document gets automatically saved. So that is a benefit, and you don't have to worry about saving. But yes, let's give a title to our document. Let's name it my first Google Doc. So that's what I've named this Google document. And let's download this document in our local machine. When I say local machine, I mean to say that the devices that we are working on, like I'm using my laptop. So I want to download it on my laptop. So I'll just go to File, click on Download, and then just select Microsoft Word. So this document will be downloaded. So yep, over here it's downloaded. I can open it, and if I open it, the Word document will be open with the same information, which is name, email, and section that I have written. So now the Google Docs, which I had created, is now in my PC. Now let's try to do one thing. Remember, we had created folders over here on the drive, folder 1 and 2. So let's try to add this document which we just downloaded in the first folder. So whenever you want to add a document, like in a folder, you have to drag and drop it. So I'll just go to my files and just drag the document and just drop it here. When I drop it, you can see it says the upload has been completed, and now I have my document. So if I click on it, my document will be open. So as you can see, this is folder 1. Inside folder 1, I just dragged and dropped the document and opened it. And this is the document. So this is how easy it is to just, create a file, put it in a folder, super easy. We made another folder also, which was folder 2. So let's try to move this document into folder 2. So just right click on the file and select the option move to. And over here, just go back and select folder 2 and move here. So now you can see folder 1 is empty. Let's check folder 2. And here we have our document folder. Our file is in folder 2. So it's easy to navigate the files through folders, and pretty simple to handle these apps. So that's about the Scarlet apps. Moving on, we have Canvas. So Canvas is basically the place where all the information, all the materials, all the resources that are needed for classes is mentioned. So it is really important that you guys understand how to use Canvas and keep regularly checking it. So I have already given a link over here to log into Canvas, and it looks like this. Click on NetID login, use your NetID and password to log in into it. Uh, I was already logged in, so I didn't have to input the password. So if you go to so if you see something like this, and go to your courses and just select Comp Apps Business course, and that will take you to all the course material. I will view it in the student mode, so it will be easy for me to explain it. So this is the home page, and here you can find a lot of information. So we'll go step by step and see what all is about. Going to the first one, which is the course syllabus. So let's click here for the course syllabus. And for CS170, we have 3 exams. So like you can see, there are 2 hourly exams, which is of 80 minutes, and one final exam, which is of 3 hours. The exact date and time is not yet decided, but the tentative week is already decided. So this is the schedule for the exams. And moving on, we have the course instructors. So depending on the sections, there are 3 instructors, and the timings are different, and the office hours are also given over here. Then we have the syllabus. So there are various topics in this course. As you can see, it deals with hardware, software, networking, and it goes to HTML, spreadsheets, so on and so forth. So for all these topics, the corresponding reading materials are already there. The chapters are mentioned from the book, which is Fluency 7. So according to the topic, you can read the chapters. Along with the syllabus, the assignment table is also given, which mentions the credit points for each assignment for the topics. Then moving on, academic integrity. It is very important that you work on your own assignments and not help others, or neither cheat on your assignments. Cheating could be in the form of plagiarism, or if you use any online tutors or any websites like Check to answer your assignments is submitted, then it will be counted as a violation. So please make sure that you honestly submit your assignments and not work on others' assignments also. Then moving on, we have the course material, which is the required textbook. It is Fluency 7, along with some softwares which we will be needing further during the course. Moving on to grading. So the total points that can be earned is 500, but there are 20 extra credit points also. First, let's see how these 500 points are divided. So you have 3 exams, out of which 2 exams have 50-50 points. Then you have the final exam, which is 75 points. The assignments are 240 points. The recitation project is 25 points, and quizzes is 60 points. So if you see the grading system, you can see that assignments have a lot of weightage. So it is really important that you all complete the assignments on time and correctly and submit it before the due date, so you all can get the points. Yeah, so along with the 500 points, there a maximum of total 20 extra credit points can also be earned, out of which like the TA, that is I, can give a maximum of 8 points. So throughout the course, as we go along the course, I will let you all know that how I am planning to give those extra credits. 4 points are for the recitation attendance, and the rest of the 4 points I will do it through some activity or quizzes or the class participation, whatever I plan to do. Then moving on, we have examinations, which we have already discussed. And that is it about the syllabus. So I would still urge everyone to go through this document and understand the entire syllabus properly. Then moving on, we have the schedule for each week. So this document basically it has the entire schedule, which involves what topic, reading, the recitations, and the assignments which are posted along with the due dates and acceptance dates. It also tells you about how many credit points these things carry. So the schedule is really detailed and really helpful. Then moving on, we have the course resources and weekly learning objectives. So the general information of the course is given over here along with the readings and the materials which are needed for each week depending on the topic. So make sure to like keep a tab on this and check it out regularly. So here the modules are organized according to the contents of the week, and each week will have its appropriate resource and the learning objectives. Then we have then we move on to assignments. So the assignments that are to be submitted will be posted over here along with the due date, and it is very important that the assignments are submitted before the due date, because if the assignments are submitted up to 1 week late, that which is before the accept until date, then a maximum of half credit can be given. And if the assignments are not submitted by the accept until, then no credit will be given at all. So it is super important that you all complete your assignments before the due date. There is a policy of free late wherein every student gets one assignment that he or she can submit uh, a week late without getting any penalty. But this is only if there are any student emergencies or illness. So if you want to take a free late, the first thing you have to do is mail me before the accept until date and inform me that you want to use your free late. And then if you have not exhausted your free late, then you can go ahead and submit. Otherwise, you won't be able to use the free late. Keep in mind, only one free late is given to every student. And in case if a student has any medical emergency, family issues that cannot be prevented, so the assignment cannot be submitted before the accept until date, then along with the permission of the course instructor, the deadline can be extended. So that is about the assignments. So I'll just like leave the student view, and if you see, we have the first assignment, which is introductory assignment. It carries 2 credits. So, and the due date is September 10th. So make sure to submit this. If you click on the assignment link, all the information is given. It is properly detailed. It says that the due date is 10th of September. The accept until date is also the 10th of September, which means that for this assignment, a free late cannot be used, and it carries 2 points, which is extra credit. And this assignment is pretty straightforward. Actually, there's just few questions asking about what is free late, and how many total points are available for extra credit, and all these easy questions. So basically you have to answer all the questions and you have to upload the file. So you'll have to upload the file. Let me just go to student view and tell you. So you can just click on new attempt, then choose the file that you want to upload. So you can just upload a file. You can upload multiple files over here and then submit the assignment. So you can submit the assignment like as many times as you want before the due date. So that is going to be fine. You can upload the file through Google Drive or through Microsoft Office or Box, whatever is convenient. So this is how this is done. And remember that after the submission is completed, Canvas displays a message saying, what the date and time of the submission was. So please verify that you have received that message, because if you haven't, that probably means that all the steps were not completed. So always verify your submission by clicking on the assignment link and then clicking on the submission link. Also, you all are responsible to like for your own assignments and to make sure that the current file was uploaded and it was done before the due date. Then coming to files, if you come to files, you will see all the documents that are uploaded for all the recitations and the lectures. So if you go to recitation information, and inside recitation information, if you find my name, Jayashree Damala, this is where I will upload all the files. So for now, I have uploaded the TA information document, which has my office hours, my email, lab support, all these information over here. I will be uploading the PPTs, and if any documents that I use to teach, all this will be uploaded in the file section. Then we have the Paiza over here. It is a platform where the students can post their questions, and then it's a Q&A kind of a platform. So post your questions over here. I will answer them as and when I get time. Moving on, we have grades. So grades over here, all the assignments that are completed, the score will be given out on the grades part. So keep a tab on the grades to see how much you've scored. If you go to home over here, if you click, you can get quizzes and exams also. So a lot of online quizzes are taken during the semester. So all these quizzes will be posted here. And I think approximately for 2 days, each quiz is open. So, and you will have like maximum of 2 attempts for each quiz, and the highest grade is going to be recorded. So this page is for that. Then for lab support hours, office hours, and all the information, you can click here. Basically, it will tell you the lab support for all the TAs and also the office hours for all the TAs. So what is the difference between lab support and office hours? As students, you can attend lab support of any of the TAs. If you need guidance with your assignments and you need your questions answered, there is no restriction at all, and you can go to any TA and ask for help. But when you talk about office hours, you can only visit office hours of your TA only, because office hours is basically for one-to-one attention. So you cannot visit any other TA's office. You have to visit the TA that has been assigned to you. So that is the difference between office hours and lab support. So please keep that in mind. The information for lecture instructors is also given over here. Then moving on, we have announcements tab over here on the left. This is where all the announcements are posted. Like for now, there are a lot of welcome notes from all the TAs for different sections. So further in the course, any other announcements will be given on the announcement tab itself. There is a view course calendar on the right hand side. So this view course calendar, it basically tells you about like what upcoming deadlines and all are there. So like for assignments or quizzes and all of this is given over here. As you can see, for September, it's given. For October, it's given. So this is pretty cool to keep a track of all the work and the deadlines that have to be met. Then moving on, there is also a to-do list over here, which has all the upcoming things that has to be done. So you can use this too. So that's it. Like we went through introduction, we did Rutgers email services, then we went on and looked into Scarlet apps, which was Google Drive and Google Docs. So we created two folders, we created a document, we tried to play around with the file, download it, put it in a folder, move it into another folder. Then we looked into Canvas and we saw how there are different tabs in Canvas for different things, like all the announcements are there, assignments are there. So your work for this week would be to finish the introductory assignment because it carries 2 extra credit points. And I hope to see you guys pretty soon. In a few weeks, I suppose we'll have in person, hopefully, office hours on lab hours. And then until then, we have to get adjusted to this asynchronous structure. So that's it for the class, and please be safe, and thank you very much. Have a good day.